Hey, what's going on YouTube? I'm here making a video and I am comparing two cases for the Galaxy Tab A 10.1 with S Pen. The first case is shown here. It's an Infiland Galaxy Tab A 10.1 with S Pen case. Major thing to note is it's a 360 case. This is the first time I've tried a 360 case, and so I guess part of this review will be showing what that means to get a 360 case. So the other case that I'll be reviewing is this MoKo Samsung Galaxy Tab A 10.1 with S Pen case, Folio cover case. Major difference is this case does not allow you to do a 360 propping up, and I'll show you what that means. By the way, I opted for the genuine leather case in this example. This was $20 versus the $11 for the other case. Okay, so here's the 360 case that I got. You can see the outside is PU material. It's maybe that stands for polyurethane. It's not real leather. It feels a little bit cheap, to be honest. Here's the back. There's a nice wide hole showing nothing, and the cutouts are pretty decent. I'm not sure if you can see here, but there is a cutout here for the S Pen. You do have to use your nail to actually get to the S Pen. Now the cutouts over here for the, let's see if I can get that better. Here we go. The cutouts over here for the buttons, they're not the best. They are a little bit hard to press the buttons. It's nothing majorly difficult, just a minor nuisance. Then you have your speakers exposed here, and then finally at the top, you have all your ports accessible. So now there are two notches in here, lined with this microfiber-esque material. It's a little bit rough, not as smooth as many of the other microfibers that I have felt before. But yeah, there are these two tabs that are here, and that's so that you can prop up your case in landscape mode like this on the first notch, or you can prop it up in the second notch, giving you two viewing angles. Now the benefit to this case is that you're supposed to be able to prop it up in portrait mode, which could be cool, but to be honest, I don't really use that feature often. And it is pretty sturdy. I can shake on it, and it's not going to move too much. Now, as far as how it holds onto the tablet, it's actually holding on fairly well all the way around, not at the bottom here, but on this side all the way up, and then on that side here in the corner, and then here again. It does a pretty good job at holding. The tablet doesn't want to come out very easily. Now off the bat you can see my main issue with this tablet is that it tends to want to rock very easily, and I'll show you why that's an issue for me. More often than not, I'm holding my tablet like this. When I'm doing that, this tablet wants to spin pretty freely. There's no resistance keeping it still and stable. So what's in my hands like this, it's a little bit annoying, and to be honest, probably takes some time to get used to. But for that main reason, that is why I bought the other tablet case here. I should note there is a sort of added thickness to the back here. You see from this capability of turning 360, you have this extra flap that's right here that I think could be annoying. This case does have a smart stay, so you can see the screen turns on or off as you open or close the screen, and it also has this strap to keep it sealed open, or sealed closed, I'm sorry. So in all, the case is only $11. It does what it should do, but I just have to admit that this is my first 360 case, and I really don't like that this just spins so freely here. So let's move on to the next case. So right off the bat, you can see this case is built a little bit differently. For one, there are these tabs, fingers, that are grabbing onto your tablet. This is a much softer material. I think it's a lot more premium. And then there's this cool little hand strap here that I'll talk about in a little bit. Also, I did get the genuine leather version, and it feels really nice. It actually feels something like quality. Don't mind this, that's just dirt from my table. It's not clean. So how to actually get this tablet in there? It's not very easy to just press down, and I don't want to break these fingers. I found it to be easiest if you just sort of slide the tablet into these fingers on the right hand side, and then you can press down on each one of these and get it to go in. That's the easiest way I've been able to install it. If you want to close this tablet, there is this finger over here that sort of just latches over here. And this feels very secure, very firm. It's a very nice tablet case, well worth the extra $8 in my opinion. There's no weird flap at the back that you would experience. As far as the cutouts go, the camera cutout's nice. There's no weird large circle in the middle. The speakers are, exposed just fine. Access to the S Pen is a little bit better, so I don't need to use my fingernail. I can actually just use my finger, although not, still a little bit impaired, but no issue really pulling it out. And then all your ports up top are all there, and you can see they missed the thing that's a microphone there just by a little bit, so you have access to the top of your tablet. Now this tablet also has the smart screen capability, so open, the cover, turns on your tablet, close the cover, turns off your tablet, etc. Now, one complaint that I have read, and I can see this as a valid complaint, is that when you have the back closed like this, you can see this little hook here. This is pretty hard. I'm gonna guess it's like some sort of metal, possibly steel. It hangs out back there. So when you want to lay your tablet flat like this, it's not actually flat. You can see it's at an angle, angled up towards this tab that's there. Now, if you're constantly putting your tablet on the table, and you want to lay it flat and work like that, then I could see where this could be an issue for you. Personally, I don't really hold that tablet in that orientation. I don't rest it on the table. Instead, I actually hold the tablet in my two hands, usually when I'm sitting down. And that's where this hand strap comes into play in the back here. So you can put your hand right behind the tablet case, and you can hold it with your left hand and use it with your right hand. So I think that's, a better advantage than the disadvantage that's proposed by this finger back here. You do have the tablet in this orientation here with the back, to its back. There is also this little strap that they've included that you can go ahead and put this strap towards the front here, and then you can put this other strap on the other side towards the front here. You could probably make that look a little bit prettier. And that is what's supposed to keep your tablet from, shaking open or flopping open. It's an interesting design. I have to say this elastic band doesn't feel like it's that durable, so I'm curious how that will last over time. But for now, it's doing its purpose, and it's not a bad design, just an interesting one. And now probably for the weirdest feature is how to actually prop this tablet up onto one of these 3 notches instead of the 2 that was provided by the other tablet case. Well, you have to undo these 2 fingers here, that top finger and this bottom finger. You have to undo those in order to prop this tablet up, you see, or else they won't be free to go forward. Now once you do that, this is a lot more stable than the other tablet case that I was looking at. Each angle, I could move it, a lot harder. It's not falling down or anything. And that's the case on any 3 of these angles. This angle being the most stable. But no matter which angle I'm at, it's not going to fall down. And you could tell it's a lot more sturdy than the other case. The other case felt a lot more flimsy, and I didn't like it too much. So then, to go back from this standing up position back to in its case, you have to put it back in there, get it back in its tab, get it back in its tab, and you're done. So again, a weird design choice, but it's not majorly bad for me. It's not like, I guess what depends is how these little fingers hold up over time. If they get too loose so that your tablet isn't really held in there, then I can see that being an issue. I just got the case today, so I can only talk about how it feels today. It feels like it's held in very well, and yeah, I mean, I'd really recommend this case. This MoKo Samsung Tab A 10.1 Folio case. I would recommend it over the the Infiland case that I just was talking about, the 360 case. It is, what, $8 more, maybe $9 more, but in all honesty, compared to the $250, $300 it costs for this tablet, I think it's a much nicer, good quality case. Just feels a lot better, and definitely worth the extra few bucks, in my opinion.